let us continue playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. When we last left off, we are dealing with the war between the kobolds and the mites. And you have nothing we care about. And as part of that, we're exploring all of the upper level before we go down into the dungeon area itself. But for now, let's make sure we're getting as much of the lootables as we can. That potato is going to be especially important. Other than that, we're just making sure that we are covering things off. We have a corpse here and some kobolds. Let's go deal with the kobolds. We'll turn the auto off for the moment because I don't think kobolds are going to be that threatening for us at the moment. And clearly they're not. Oh, there's an alchemist. The alchemist could have potentially been worrying, but I think we're going to kill him before he gets the chance to do anything significant. And that is done. Alright, loot. Happy to take the gold and the jewels, but I think we'll leave most of the rest of this. Yeah, we're just going to be a bit more discerning about what we pick up for the moment, but we'll see. Alright, elks not threatening to us. We're going to leave them alone for the moment.
What's that?
Ooh, and we have found
All
a trap.
according to plan.
Okay, let's try and disable that.
Interesting.
Found a second trap and a third trap. Okay. So somebody doesn't want to...
I can't. This is not possible.
I believe it is.
A trivial matter.
Okay, it's a high-level trap.
It is finished.
And we've actually leveled up from that one.
I can't.
You can. Although we should probably have taken the level up and done that thing there. Alright, well, okay, we've got some things to think about then. Let's resolve the level up. So, Eleni moves on. So, at this stage, we want to get our... well, there's two options here. We can either go for the additional sneak attack thing. We get finesse training with the Kukri, which is what we've actually got for level 3 anyway. But we can't use Kukris until we actually go and get something else that allows us to do that. So, Ranger would have been the most ideal option here, but I was looking at what we actually get for Rangers. We get a favored enemy, we get a Freebooter's Bane, we get a, favored enemy, or we get Stormwalker, which again, favored enemy. At more levels, we would get important things that we would care about. But Ranger itself is not giving us enough benefit. We could go into things like Inquisitor, I think, also gives us the thing there, depending on which one we go for. But we didn't look at Paladin and Divine Hunter. So Paladin gets us Smite Evil, which gives us the additional thing based on a charisma bonus to attacks made against creatures that are evil. Which, is an additional hit point increase. We have to say lawful good, which is a problem, potentially. But we gain proficiency with all martial weapons, which includes Kukris. So, that is fine. And also, we're going to take Divine Hunter over the others, because Hospitalier doesn't give us anything new at the lower level. I'm probably only going to take a level or two of this. Divine Guardian could potentially... I have no idea what Divine Froth actually does, because it's a bit unclear on that one. Pledges her protection to a willing creature once per day. But it doesn't tell me what that grants. The other thing, of course, is Divine Grace also gives us Charisma bonus on saving throws, which, is useful enough. We get that second level just for being a Paladin. We're going to go Divine Hunter because it also gives us Precise Shot for free. And while we're not currently using those, there's no real reason why we couldn't. So I think we're going to go for Divine Hunter to pick up all of the things we want here. Also, this is our first skill point increase. We could take a point of Constitution, which might actually be somewhat required these days. However, we're going to increase our Dexterity and move us on to the ridiculous levels of Dexterity. We only have 2 points of stats for this one, so we're going to go for a point of Perception and a point of Trickery, because those are our two most important skills for right now. We also have to decide our god, don't we? Well, we already have a Priest of Serenray, we have a Priest of Estoril, Yardi, Lady of Valor, Light of the Sword, Sure, we'll take the armor day. Alright, next up, we're going to take another level of fighter for you. There's probably some more clever things I could be doing with Valerie, but honestly, at this point, we then get into armor training, we get into tower shield training, and yeah, we're just going to keep on with this. So, ability point increase, we're going to take... Is something to take the point of dexterity here? Even the point of intelligence wouldn't actually be the worst thing in the world. That actually gives us a couple of extra things going on there. Charisma up to 16 definitely has some advantages as well. But I think what we'll do... We're just going to pump the Constitution up here. It's... We could guess... Alright. Scaling Dexterity gives us the additional dodge bonuses, but she's in heavy armor, so she's unlikely to be using the +2 anyway. We're just going to increase Constitution and increase the tankiness. We might do other things with the remaining ability points as we go up through the levels, but for the moment, Constitution 5 makes some sense. We will again put the point in Athletics, Religion, and Perception. Okay, what do we do with our Bard? We give them a 3rd level of Bard. There's probably some clever things here, but getting a 2nd point of Rogue now, it does give Evasion, gives us Rogue talent. We might dip into that a bit later, but for now, since I haven't planned things out, we're just going to take Bard, because eventually we're going to want that extra level. Obviously, the point goes into Charisma. We want to build that up, get all the knowledge skills, and we're going to build up the Persuasion and use Magical Device as well, because you are our strongest person for this. We have another 1st level spell. We will take Grease, I guess. Grease is always occasionally useful. Amiri, let's keep on with the Inquisitor levels, because why wouldn't we? So we gain Hunter Tactics. So a Sacred Hunter automatically grants her teamwork feats to her animal companion. This becomes quite ridiculous at this stage. Also, we get a teamwork feat. So, Solo Tactics. Let's read the same teamwork feats for the Inquisitor for purposes of something. Okay. So... Okay, so basically she's now massively helpful in terms of just giving other teamwork feats to things, but also mostly your animal companions. We're obviously going to boost strength. We're going to go athletics, mobility, 1, 1, and again, there are better people with knowledge religion. We're going to stick with that. We're going to take an extra point of trickery because you never know. The other reason for having additional points in trickery is that if we fail the lockpicks on a chest, we can't get it again without another character with trickery having a go, or of getting a actual level up to improve trickery. So having Amiri able to unlock chinks is probably reasonable. Okay, Precise Strike. Whenever you and an ally who are with his feet are flanking the same creature, you deal an additional 1d6 points of precision damage with each melee attack. So basically, if the Smilodon and Amiri are attacking the same person, both of them do an extra d6 damage. This is most significant on Smilodon, who of course has 5 attacks. So that seems reasonable there. What do we actually care about with this? Just like Expedia's Retreat, it's occasionally worthwhile. Alright, Harim. Harim I mentioned we were going to do something weird with, and it begins. So we're going to go Sorcerer. This character has a 10 in Charisma and a 10 in Intelligence. Really should not be doing any kind of arcane wizardry. However, a Sylvan Sorcerer... Where are we? I'll make sure this is the right one before we go any further with this. A Sylvan Sorcerer uses... Oh, does it? Maybe this doesn't do what I think it did. Hold on. Use intelligence rather than charisma. Oh, now I don't know. Hold on. I'm companion at 4th. No, it wasn't. It was definitely one of these. Okay, no, it's Empirical Sorcerer. Because that is giving us casting levels. Okay. For some reason I thought it was... Bloodline Arcana. Okay, so we use our Wisdom rather than Charisma to be... Okay, I knew one of them did. Just okay. Thank God we didn't go into the wrong one. That's all I should say there. Heavenly Fire. Ray of Heavenly Fire is a standard action. And yeah, we're just going to keep building this up. So we want to get to second level Sorcerer spells, but also we want to get Knowledge Arcana, because we need that now in order to access the Mystic Fruge. In fact, we can put both points in there for now, get another one, and we don't have to worry about it going forward. But I think we're going to keep with Knowledge Religion, because you're our best person for it. And, yeah. We can go for the extra Perception. Perception's always useful. What really needs to increase your intelligence, don't we? But unfortunately, we're Wisdom based, so we're going to go for that. We're also going to go for greater spell focus in Necromancy. So an additional +1 to difficulty class. Basically, Bone Shaker is going to be the main attack spell for you for quite some time. As a sorcerer, we want to have... What do we want to have? I mean, you're more likely to be in melee range, but Burning Hands seems fine, and maybe Cause Fear. Because again, Necromancy is occasionally useful. Finally, we have our Wizard. So, nothing much to really speak of here. We can take the extra point of intelligence, which puts us up to +5, which is pretty decent. We could also increase the dexterity to 18 as well, which has its upsides. But we're going to go with this. This also gives us a bunch more skill points. So mobility, trickery, stealth, knowledge arcana, knowledge world, perception is probably all we need for this. So that's what we do. Okay, so we get second level spells. Web we're going to take as our main one for the moment. Again, area of effect things. It does have some annoying bits and pieces around it, but that whatever. And then we're going to take Scorching Ray. So we want to go with Ray spells because they can actually, I believe, still trigger for sneak attack bonuses and things. And I think it's going to be reasonable. See, invisibility is also going to be helpful later down the line, but for now we're going to take Scorching Ray. I think this also affects, yeah, this affects everything, but, you know, it's area control, which is occasionally useful. Okay, so having performed the level up, let's go and see what's over here.
That is not far.
Well, it looks like a bandit camp. We have found some armor. We have found some milk. We found that. Now, we know these are bandits, because for some reason we know these are bandits. That being said, this still feels wrong. We'll go turn-based here. I think it's actually pretty decisive. Octavia. Move back and shoot.
This is for you.
Sneak attack for 8 and shoot.
Serves you right.
Sneak attack for 10.
Let us strike as one.
Necromancer takes a hit.
Your life ebbs low.
Alendi, double
This
stab,
should
please.
do it.
Alright, smell them. Interestingly, we are in range of both. We're going to attack this one. And smash. With that,
Tear them apart.
miss. Alright, they finally get an action now. You've moved to melee. You are doing your own thing, apparently.
I'll fight if I have to. You deserved it.
Do not falter.
Critical hit on the archer. I think we'll go and
What
nudge
a
you.
waste.
7. Are you raged or are you just determined to stand up?
A calculated risk.
There you go. 18 sneak. Also, because we have the effect of the accomplished sneak attacker, we are getting the additional dice, even though we have paladin levels. So we do now have two. Yeah. I think we actually aren't getting any more. I think that was just a lucky roll. But if we get another paladin level, that also will count towards things for the rogue levels on sneak attacks. Yeah, let's not look into my... I actually said a little... Yeah, too much there. Also, there's a bunch of stuff here. This is all... Oh, I know why that's a bunch of stuff there, because that's the stuff I left there. Yeah, leaving this area is going to be painful, actually, given that the amount of random corpses and bodies that are going to be everywhere. Still. We move on.
You see that?
To the dust.
We do, and we have found some bone shamans.
Any last wishes?
Charge. In fact, I'm going to auto this, because I think now, yeah, there's just a lot of them. Yep, we've arrived at the war zone. Kill them all! Oh, somebody's gone channel negative, which is interesting. Alright, loot please. Coins. Coins and gemstones. Coins. Coins. Scrolls are always worth grabbing, and that appears to be it. Okay.
As it should be.
There's a mobility check to climb the hill. We can probably go round. We don't want to... We don't want to risk damage by doing that too often, at least for right now. Get another ancient Rostlandic coin, and... we move up.
In due time. Enemy
Become
approaching.
as dust.
Well, the Might War goes well. Okay, dealt with. So there are various entrances, and we'll be sort of going back and forth on them as we find them. I think there's one actually over here somewhere.
I see something.
Ooh, an overgrown passage. We need an athletics check to make it through, though. So what we're going to do here is I am next to certain that you actually have our best athletic skill, but you currently are wearing chainmail. So let's take that off. And that means that Miri
Done.
gets us through. We are going to want to put that chainmail back on, though, and it's something I'm going to have to remember to keep doing. I did Queen Buddha never find treasure heavy. Ah, protect treasure.
Help you!
Leading you out of our story.
Alright, I hadn't meant to collect all of that. Oh well. It's fine, we'll dump equipment when we need to.
Trivial matter.
We find some bracers and a magic dagger. I'm always happy to see a magic dagger. Is a cold iron +1 dagger. Alright, so we're now starting to get into the random additional bits and pieces here. So if we go to info here. Yeah, so cold iron. It is forged deep underground and known for its effectiveness against demons and fey creatures. So basically it ignores certain damage protections for that. Right, let's head back through. Hopefully
That was easy.
seems fine since we've already made the check.
Can you make an epic pose?
And we found the kobolds. Let's go.
Strike worth a legend.
These are worth almost no experience points, but we're still going to do it. Yeah, it just occasionally picks up everything. Okay.
All according to plan.
So having done that, let's move up here. Oh, more of them.
I am prepared to meet my end. Are you?
Okay, coin band thing. Coin band thing, and more coins, and a protection from law spell. Definitely illegal. Okay, up we go. There is, I believe, a rather interesting enemy up here, but it's a bit too tough for us even caught in the course of things. Also, moon radishes. Judging by the heavy breath and bloated stomach, this kobold ate far too many radishes. Ah, patch. Ah, celestial radish. Yick, radishes. Read them back in our village. One day when I was reading a book, my pa grabbed it from me for it in the fire. Then he made me go pick radishes. It was autumn, and the ground was wet and cold, and there were worms everywhere. Filthy roots. About that radish. I don't need all of it. We'll leave half of what I dig out for you. Good deal. Why don't you join the war against the mites? Mites, but such scale also. There are more important things in life. Like radishes. Let's go. Yeah, we don't need to harm these guys. We have our moon radishes, and unlike the Fangberries, these do not have a timer as far as I remember. If they do, we'll have to come back.
Who will prevail?
Oh, fire cannons. They are definitely not a threat. Especially if there's only one. Also, this is now a check to descend the hill that we could have ascended earlier. Why one Phylacane? Oh, there we go. There's the lonely shambling mound.
What a find!
We get ourselves some nuts, and we get ourselves another token of Dryad. Yeah, this thing is just harmless. It's not going to do anything to us unless we attack it. And there might be a reason to attack it, in truth, but we're not going to do so just yet. Books, and another chain shirt, and
Follow my lead.
we're just going to head around. Yeah, we don't need to harm this thing. It's not doing anything to us.
In due time.
Besides which, we probably need some better stuff in order to do this. Okay, what can we do in terms of chain shirt? I mean, I could possibly use it, except that I have a +6 dexterity, and honestly, my studded leather isn't even good enough for that anymore. So, we get down to leather. Doesn't actually affect things, but I like having the dexterity maximum use available. For touch attacks more than anything else. Oh, wolves.
To victory!
Actually, we want to be careful fighting wolves, because if they do knock us down, then obviously attacks of opportunity get in, and we have things to do there. So let's turn this back to turn-based, because I think we're about to encounter the wolf pack.
What's that?
Okay, another ancient coin. There's another athletics check, overgrown passage, which we'll look at in a moment.
That is not far.
Megaloceros.
You see that?
Oh, we have no interest in those, but I'm surprised you're standing here where there's a wolf pack basically right here. Alright, Valerie, charge.
This requires your attention.
One down.
You can't stop me.
Flat-footed 9 sneak attack. I don't know why they keep attacking a Lendy, but it doesn't matter. We're doing enough damage that it doesn't particularly matter.
Serves you right.
Critical hit 14. This game is very swingy in terms of whether we are overpowered or underpowered.
Repent.
Harry moves up.
Stay behind me.
Consider me provoked.
Alright, skin and collect. We'll grab all of that.
As it should be.
Hey, we actually have healing potions again, which is interesting. Ah, hello. The beast before you is unusually large. Its eyes especially angry. Its menacing grin might be taken for a smirk. Greetings, traveller. Before you draw your weapon, I wish to say I see no reason for feuding between us. We might even be of use to each other. Wait, why is that wolf talking? Is it magical or something? I am no wolf female. I am a warg. Surprising you could live to your age without learning the difference. Well, it's never too late to teach a lesson to an insolent two-legged morsel. Who are you calling a morsel, you pelt? I mean, honestly, we should just attack it, but what do you know of the war between the kobolds and the mites? Only that my pack enjoys it. Of course, I only eat fresh meat. Who are you? You may call me Grark. I've lived here far longer than the rulers of these foolish tribes. I have seen much and eaten many. You say we can be useful to each other? Bring me someone delicious. 3 or 4 bodies will be enough, and I, as a sign of gratitude, will tell you where an old traveller buried his chest. If you're hungry, then hunt. I see no point in interfering with the natural order of things. As you wish, but consider my offer. You may yet think of something. Yeah, I thought of something. I don't know what actually we get for this, but we're going to attack him anyway. Cannot leave such dangerous animals to live in our future lands. Slay the beast. Good. I love fresh meat.
You will go.
Also, you've suddenly appeared there. Octavia.
This is for you.
Well, that one's dealt with. Charge.
Let us strike as one.
We're going to go and attack this one, I think.
hurt.
Unless, of course, we can just shoot it now, I suppose.
You deserved it.
Bring it.
Your life ebbs low.
Round 2.
I'll fight if I have to.
And since we have the flanking up, we're going to go for this. 12. Yeah, so 1d6 precision damage is happening from this point, so yeah, pretty decent.
Do not falter.
That being said,
Let's try this
it
one.
is not taking an awful lot of damage.
This should do it.
Any last wishes?
11 sneak. Walk has missed. Okay, it's not really that threatening to us. It hit, I mean, it hit on the 4 and missed, but
Tear them apart.
it does not appear to be that threatening.
What a waste.
Moment, in comes another wolf from somewhere.
You can't stop me.
Alright, 5 attacks.
Onward.
A calculated risk.
Sneak attack kills that one.
This is where I step in.
Yeah, it's only taken us once. This is not that problematic.
Become as dust.
Consider me provoked.
I mean, assuming we can hit the thing.
Stay behind me.
And done. Right, we will skin and collect, and that is done. One task crossed off the list.
And Lindsay was called forth.
So unfortunately, we've lost track of where this thing was hidden, but it's fine. It's been a while since I played Neva campaign, so I can't remember actually what it's in there, but oh well. So it means if we go back down to here, we can probably get ourselves a reasonable reward, so that's probably what we'll end up doing next. After that, there's really only two other things on the map of note, as far as I remember. But for the start of it, we're going to go through
All
here.
according to plan.
And again, we need to unequip.
Work.
Failed the athletics check. This has brought us down. Actually, it's just a shortcut. But hey, we now know it's there, I guess. Alright, so it really didn't save us anything. I've dealt with the wolf leader. Hurrah! Great new! Might and coward keep live together. No threat. Good for you. Maybe you grow up big hunter like us. 283 gold. I think gold is almost, you know... I mean, he's not worthless to us in truth, but, you know, it doesn't feel like enough, does it? Anyway, we have one more encounter that I think we're going to do before we end this video. But actually, first we need to clear up, make sure we cleared the upstairs bit, and then, yeah, we have one encounter which we're going to show, but I don't think we're going to be able to beat it. Unless
That is not far.
What senseless waste of kobold and mite lives. And up here. Oh, more file games. Alright, we can just auto this. This shouldn't be a problem for us. There's quite a lot of them, but these are, yeah, not... not that useful.
What's that?
Some Alchemist Fire and a Wand of Piercing Scream. Not amazing, but hey.
You see that?
Ooh, trap.
I can't. It is finished.
Alright, let's move a little slower just in case there's multiples. Harem and people should be able to find these.
I see something.
There are.
A trivial matter. A trivial matter.
Any
In
more?
due time.
We will prevail.
Well, let's deal with the mites. Oh, and that.
This will hurt.
Oh, they're coming out of the ground.
Didn't expect I see.
Well, slightly annoying. We've got some poison damage dotted about now. Any more?
It is finished.
Okay. So let's go and do some lesser restorations here. Which apparently was not enough. Alright. We have 2 potions of lesser restoration. Let's drink one of these. And let's drink one of these. So we still have some damage, but next time we rest, we'll be able to get her in to sort that out. It's just a little annoying. Token of a Dryad. And we have a mobility check to climb the hill.
This is not possible.
Which we failed.
Someone help me?
Also, we didn't need to do that. Ah, okay.
See? Won't
A
please
trivial
kill
matter.
me.
Will be. Definitely will be.
So yeah, we've done some mistakes here. Just gonna point that out. We did some mistakes. Oh well. It's only gonna get worse. We took 2 damage from the athletics thing, but apparently the mobility was massively more penal. Jeez, we have a plus 19 and we failed that. Just more to that point than anything, I think. Alright, let's head down here. We'll burn up a bunch of healing and... interesting. Let's have a look.
That was easy.
Set with a mask of terror. Body covered in burns. Might be something warning us about this place. We get a +1 dueling sword.
A trivial matter.
Some coins. A few more bits and pieces. And over here. Shield of Faith. Okay.
Rotus awaits us.
Let's heal up.
What troubles you?
And we're going to save. So, okay. So we healed up, we're saving here, and then what we're going to do is rest at this camp, because clearly this is a good spot to rest. Clearly. Definitely a good place to rest. We're enough camp supplies to camp once. Then let's do so. What could possibly go wrong? Your fear tastes so delicious. Alright, welcome to the Viscount Smolderburn, which has immediately cast a scare effect on us. And that means you are fleeing. We do need to get you back on side. In fact, unfortunately, multiple people who can do things to you have got that effect on them. Right, Elendi is out. We've got Smite Evil. Double stab.
Let's try this way.
So, to calculate this, Viscount Smolderburn has an armor class of 33. We basically hit on critical hits only. Harim runs away. It's going to make this bit a little awkward. We want to remove fear, and we want it from here, I think. So that thankfully brings that part of the party back into line. Right, Amiri. We're going to go for Divine Favor. We are not expecting this to work, but we're going to try things anyway. Also, make sure our cat is active. Alright, another scare effect. Octavia is still frightened, and unfortunately not out of range yet. Valerie's okay. What do we have in our inventory? Not much that would definitely work on this. I don't really think the fire works, actually. Do we know what its immunities are at this point? It's a very high check to actually get these, but... we have learned about will-o-wisps. at some point. Over that, we got really, really lucky. But we don't know its... yeah, we don't know its actual defenses. Still, we can toss some fire over and see what happens. Can we? No, we can't. It's all good. Alright, Alendi, double stab.
This should do it.
Have yet to hit it. Arim still flees, even though he was caught under the thing. I guess the second fear spell kind of affected that. Next up, we're going to go for another one.
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
Why are people so awkwardly positioned? Alright, Lindsay. Remove fear targeted on self. Alright, Emiri. Let's go for a Strength Surge. And wait. Another scare. Octavia is afraid.
This is for you!
But he's technically in range. Valerie's still afraid. Double stab.
A calculated risk.
Just like to hit it once. Alright. Well, we're going to remove fear from ourselves because we might as well. Lindsay, let's go for another remove fear spell. Rage and attack. Again, 33. Rage is not really doing that much. I'm just trying to make sure that if we hit, we actually have a chance of doing some damage. Octavia's still afraid. Now, I'm next to certain that this thing is actually immune to magic as well, or has resistances against it, but we're going to shoot anyway. Alright, more fear.
This will hurt.
I think once I hit it once, I'll basically... Yeah, this has already kind of shown how annoying this battle is at this level. That's as far as we can move. What's the range on Heavenly Fire? 30 feet. Bless spells also aren't going to matter. Bone Shaker is a longer range, but I feel that this thing is probably reasonably good against Necromancy. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? Okay. Let's go for Inspiring Courage, because we might as well have that additional +1.
Bring it!
He's gone for yet another scare attack. Octavia's actually fine this time. Shoot.
You can't stop me.
Valerie runs away. We run away. I mean, if we hit, we do have additional pluses, but we have to actually hit it first. Alright, let's try Bone Shaker. It doesn't have any bones. It is immune to Bone Shaker. Good to know. Knowledge gained. Lindsay's afraid, and she's got the last of our remaining fear spells things. You've run away, which makes the damage output of the Smell less. It's now actually attacking us. I forgot to attack there. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. Alright, 5 attacks. So what we're basically learning from this is do not fight Viscount Smolderburn at 4th level. Again, it would take a long while to kill us, but the fact that we're not even able to hit it and counterattack is the problem. So we're going to load, not the autosave, we're going to load this thing. And then resume. We may come back to this at a later date. In fact, we will come back to this at a later date. But for right now, we don't have an easy way of doing anything to this thing. Therefore, we will... Yeah. We'll wait until we have something. There are ways and means, but we have to get to that point. Did we pick up all the loot? I'm hoping we picked up all the loot. We should have done. We did. Okay. Next time, more of this. Until then.